Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special live session edition. We're going to be creating a great Shine On product. We're going to be creating the designs from Canva, actually. So, before jumping into Customily, I'm going to teach you how you can use Canva to create backgrounds and quotes to then put them into a nice Customily design. So, first of all, we're going to jump to another browser tab and start sharing my screen so I can show you around Canva. We will start by going to the browser tab and type canva.com. We'll access the Canva website. And you can see here that you can download the app for both desktop and mobile. Mobile is available for Android and iOS, but you can always use the browser version in canva.com. For any case, you will always need an internet connection, even with the app on your mobile. Now let's talk about free or paid versions. Paid version will have all access to all features and resources, and free version may have some features or some assets not available. You can pay for specific images or specific resources and assets one single time, or you can show them live and free, but they will have a Canva watermark. So let's go here to create a design, and you will see that there's a lot of suggested formats that can go from uh, logos to Instagram presentations, reels, LinkedIn posts. So each suggested format will have a specific size that you can work. It will save you a lot of time, but you can also create your own presentations and your own documents. So you can click on custom size, and you can here select the units you want to use and type in whatever size you want. In this case, we're going to do an example with a Shine On box. So we're going to type 1080 by 1080. When you create a brand new document square, it will show by default a lot of templates that has suggestions. Most of them could be for publications or social media posting, and not specifically about shine on boxes, but we can create our own. And you will see that there's a lot of templates available. There's a lot of suggestions in the Elements tab that you can use images, shapes, graphics, even animated stickers, photos, also videos, and even audio. Also, you can connect Google Spreadsheets and import tabs and tables. Also, you can add text elements, and you will have a lot of pre-made text with a lot of cool designs, and you can just input your own text on those pre-made formats, or you can type your own texts, headings, and subheadings as well. In the Brand Hub, you could actually upload your colors and logos as well to match your branding. Uploads will be for you to upload images and stuff. And even you have a draw tool, or in the Pro version, you can actually connect other apps to Canva. But back to the design. So thinking about a Shine On Box product, we can set up a design and export that transparent as a PNG into Customily. So we're going to start by going to search elements. In elements, we can type something that we can be inspired of, for example, hearts. So we're going to pick graphics, but we have photos and videos as well. Pick one design. You see, you can click to import that directly and start playing around resizing this. Also, you could look for other extra ideas or maybe background. So you can place another one that could be your background. You can resize that and reposition any way you want. Also, if you go all the way up and go to position, you can actually set that to back. So now it's your background. Not only that, you could actually select the transparency level so it will be a bit faded and it will be a nice looking background that will also export as a PNG transparent. Now on the title part, you can come to text, add a heading, and type something, in this case, to my soulmate. Then when you pick on a text, let's fix this a bit, okay? When you pick on a text, go to the font selection and you can see that there's a lot of fonts. Some of them are free, some of them are the pro version, but you can select from many fonts that Canva has already, or even upload your own. But I like this one. Let me adjust this. Now, this particular font may or may not have bold, italics, or underline. Depending on the font, you will have those options as well as capitals or lower cases. Okay, but you can customize that any way you want. Also, you can click on effects and add some effects, some color effects or even curve effects. And you can manage the curve to shape up this any way you want. You see, you touch the curve indicator, you reduce the size also, so you see how it looks. In the color tab, you can put any colors or even set your color collection. And you can pretty much adjust this like that. So now we want to make sure this is downloaded in a way that we can use that in Customily the best possible way. So for that, we are going to use this trick. We're going to duplicate the page. And now we have two pages. One has everything, all the design together, but I'm going to remove the text and just keep the background. On the other page, I'm going to remove the design and the background and keep only the text. Why? Because that way I can have my background solid and I can change different quotes. So if I duplicate again, I have my page number 3, change my quote, duplicate again, change the quote again, and now you see that I have from page 2 up to 5. In fact, this one I'm going to type something different, like that. I'm probably going to shrink this a bit. And so, and now I have all these options for quotes with all the same background. But what if I want to also add another background of choices? I can duplicate this background, but maybe what I have to do first is select the previous text and put that again on the initial file, duplicate everything, okay, and go and change, go to the elements again and play around with another idea. So I can grab this tag, this heart, right? And I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this page to number 3 and I'm going to change to another option. There's a lot of options and I'm trying to see which ones will look nicer. This could be an example or not. Maybe let's, yeah, I just pick one in the pro version, but that's okay. I wanted to create something different. And you see we can combine multiple images. Okay, one new page, and I'll do something different. In this case, I'm trying to figure more ideas. For example, a line element like this. This comes in black, but I can actually edit image, and you see there next to edit image, I can change the colors. And if you were to keep one single element and create multiple images changing colors, you could actually set later on Customily that you don't change designs, you change colors. But that's also something you can create in Canva. Another thing we can do is, for example, in this case, I have been using graphics, but let's say I actually play around and create a photo. So I'm going to duplicate again, remove this, and go and find photos. You see there are lots of photos. There's with background and without background, and I'm trying to see which ones I like the most. So lots to choose from, some free and some paid. Remember, some can actually be purchased only once without having to pay the entire Pro version. Oh, check this one. This one has background. Uh, no, this one has background. So what I can do is go to Edit Photo, and there's a tool called BG Remover, Background Remover. You see that tool is actually a paid tool. So if you have the paid version of Canva, you can just click here and it will remove the background. If not, it will not allow you to use that. But you can still use this image with background and actually download this image from Canva. And there are a lot of online tools that will remove the background for you. So it's okay if you don't have that pro version right now. You can still manage assets in Canva without any problem. Let's finish playing around with this. And now that I have all my new backgrounds ready to go, all I have to do is, these are my quotes, remember? And I'm going to delete the quotes from from the backgrounds, because I want to export the backgrounds on one side and quotes on the other. So to export, let's go to Share here, click on Download, and the suggested format is PNG. This is the most popular format because you can set transparency and you can change the size to increase the quality. When you select which pages you want to download, you can pick all pages or just one. If you pick all pages, it will download a zip file, a compressed file that you can open and have everything. Now, in my case, I want to just download the first page because I want to have that background design. So I pick that, I click Done, and I click Download. Then what I can do is, for these text options, these code options, what I can do is go Share and Download, but I want this to be a transparent background. Why? Because I want the square size, but I only want the text. So I can put that in Customily on top of my designs. So I pick, for example, page number 6, click Done and Download. So now I have a quote with a transparent background. I have my background with the hearts, and I can just download every heart and every quote, and I can upload them to Customily and start offering choices for selecting. Customers can select their background and their quote. If I want to also offer different colors, I can duplicate again one design, pick the object and change the color, pick the background as well, and edit the background also and change the background color. Download this new color version and offer different colors inside Custom. I can download all assets inside, from Canva and put them in Customily so they have choices to manage, just like that. Okay, so now we are in Customily and we are ready to create our brand new product. For that, before we create a new product, we are going to create a design. So let's click on Create New Design. And let's begin by naming this the uh, heart part, and we're going to call this shine. Yeah. So let's create a new design. Now we start off with the square. Remember that we created our square backgrounds. And if we want to upload these backgrounds, what we need to do is basically start off with a dynamic image. We're going to click on dynamic images, and this object will hold all the background options we created. So all we have to do is click on upload images and pick from the many backgrounds we selected. In this case, we have 5 backgrounds. So let's click open. Okay. And I can browse through the different options inside this dynamic image by browsing through the option number. So 4 will be this and this, like that. I'm going to double click to rename this to be the background, or maybe, yeah, select background. Remember, this text will jump right into the front end, so it's better to just save time by putting the right label. I'm going to click on transform and make sure this is as big as my available space for the design, like that. So now we have our background. Let's lock this so it doesn't move by accident. Now let's put the quote. The quote will be another dynamic image because we have transparent quote PNGs that we can upload. That's the quote part that we exported from Canva. So I'm going to create a new dynamic image. I'm going to put this as select quote and upload the many images I have, starting with to my soulmate, to my mother, daughter, and I will love you forever. These are my quotes. Notice that the background is transparent. That's what we wanted to achieve. Also, if I transform this and make it as big as the area and I match the background, it will look exactly how I saw that on Canva. I can browse through the different options and see that's exactly what I put together on Canva. But I exported that separately because I want to be able to select the quote from the side and select the background on the other. Let's also create something else, something deep customity. So I'm going to create a text box and I'm going to put like a message in the bottom that you can customize any way you want. So I'm probably going to uh, put this here, even if it collides with the background. This is just a nice quote, and we can actually see how it looks um, on other backgrounds. But right now, let's work with a nice font, and obviously we want this to be bigger. Let's see how big can we go. Oh, we can go not 500 but 206. That will be a nice thing to do. 200, 200 will be kind of the biggest. And we can set this to automatic multi-line. So eventually if we start typing, okay, and let's copy this and see how far can we go. Okay, this is too much. Yeah. You see, I could actually go to the minimum size, which is 15. This is impossible to manage. But we can go to, for example, 80. When we hit 80 and we keep typing, we should be able to jump the line. That's what I wanted to achieve by reducing the minimum size. I want to offer two lines, so I jump to automatic multi-line so my customers can keep typing, and jump the line, or I can just come all the way here and jump the line on my own, like that. That's also possible for customers. So now we have this beautiful area for custom message. We could actually come here and unlock this, pick the background, and see how other backgrounds interact with the quote. Okay, so may not be the best position, this one. Let's put this far a bit down, like that. Now that should look more like it. No, that's not the one, that's the one. See how others looks. Okay, perfect. So now that we have this is all set to go, let's change this to type your message, like that. We have the chapter selected, we have the size selected, the color will be the same, and this design is ready to go. We will be able to change our backgrounds, to change our quotes, and to type our own messages. So let's rearrange this because first the background, first the quote, second the quote, and then the message. Click Save Design, and we can jump straight to the My Design area here, and we can see our design at the end of the list, and we can jump to the Start menu to create a new product. So let's click on Create New Product. So here we are going to pick shine on. And from all available products, we are going to pick some of the necklaces. Let's find something everlasting, forever, love, interlocking hearts. I like this. Let's see if we have others options. Okay, no, this one is the one that I want to use. So I'm going to pick this product. I'm going to pick the these two options in a standard box. That's what I want to sell. And then I'm going to click next to pick from my designs instead of Customily designs. So I'm going to pick from my designs and I'm going to find on the last page the heart card shiner. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to wait for Customily to create. A new listing will be created on my store. The information from Shiner will bring the right print area in which my design, this hard card, will be placed, and also it will bring the mockup images so the design can also be placed behind the mockup so you can see the box, you can see the necklace, and you can still see the design. Before we can publish this, remember we are going to get to this reviewing page in which we can see how the template loads, the options load, and I can start playing around with this. So I get to see the product and the box, and I get to see my design. As simple as that. In fact, if I were to change this, yeah, that's looking perfect. So standard box, that's like that. And then I can select my background and select my quote. I'm going to pick, yeah, this one. As changing backgrounds beautifully. All the backgrounds we created using Canva are showing here without any problem. And even if we saw this at the first, since we imported things differently, we can change quotes as well. And well, okay, let's pick this and go for a type of message. You see, type of message right now here has only one line of text. That's because you need to actually edit the options. So remember here we can edit the product details like the name, even the price. So I'm going to pick this and interlocking hearts necklace. Yeah, price will be for the variants. For example, let's say I want to charge 26 for this and 21 for the other, for example. Okay. And I want to also change the options because I want the options to reflect some things that I want to change. For example, type your message should be a text area and not a text line because we want to jump lines and have two lines of text. Also, the tooltips you see here, image 4, 3, 2, 1, we may want to change this also. So let's click on edit options and do some custom adjustments. So for example, select background. This is a swatch and I can click here to expand. I can see the options here and I can rename this. So this could be background one. Okay. And we're not going to go into much. If we had some better naming, would be like that. So close, open. This one's to be background 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to click on select quote. We're going to open this quote swatch. And here, yes, I'm more interested in having this say to what I'm going to be putting. So to my soulmate, to my mother, to my daughter. And this one is I love you. Love you forever. These are my new names for the options, so the tooltips will show that. Finally, type your message text input. This is where I want to make it text area. That's the checkbox that I want to say. So these are, well, number of lines will be limited by the character, so no problem there. But check out this. In the help text, we can actually type something like uh, press the enter key to jump line. This small text, help text, will give this indication to customers in case they want to actually jump the line or keep typing until Customily jumps the line for you. So save the options and see how everything looks nicer now. Yeah, I see background one, two, three, and five. These are the messages. You may not be reading this better. So, and this is the text area and the press the enter key to jump line. So I'm going to change my variant. I'm going to change my design and I'm going to change this to I love you forever and type something that may us something like that looks beautiful. And I'm going to save this to be my new product image. And finishing our reviewing, we are ready to set go and publish. Remember that if you have not input your API key from Shinon or any other POD inside Customily, you will still be able to publish this product, but it will not fulfill automatically. And I really encourage you to set the API key inside Customily for full integration for automatic fulfillment. It will save you a lot of time. It will avoid delays and any problems at all, and it will be faster when you are processing a lot of orders. So remember that this message will remind you of that, but you can click OK, fully publish, and previewing nice. You can still change everything. See, this is the gold version to my daughter and our message. So you see now with a quick guidance, you can create designs on Canva. You can break them into pieces so you can have them saved in your computer, upload them to Customily the way you want customers to customize and choose over them, and then add whatever you also want inside Customily to improve the customization experience. I hope you liked this live session, this special edition. I hope you play around with Canva and see you next week. Goodbye.